Hi everybody, hello, look at this piles of goodness. Oh, magnificent stuff this is. You may recall that for some while I've been talking about making collage strips, like the ones we get from Timmy. But I wanted to make my own. And it was brought to my attention that a lady, I think she's called Renee, has got a shop. She's an Australian lady. She's got a shop and it's called Witchcraft Do You Do? Not witchcraft, as in flying on a broomstick. Not that sort of witch. Witchcraft Do You Do? And she has a shop. She also has a YouTube channel, and she's assisted with a YouTube channel by a mum and a sister. And it's a really lovely family affair. They just seem really nice people. So it was Kerry Betts that brought my attention to it. And Kerry actually bought me several sets, if I'm honest. Several digital sets from their shop. And I could go back and buy several more. But these are the ones, I'll link it below. I can't actually remember what they're called, although it does say on the side of the paper, so I'll check that and I'll link it below so you can go. But I'm telling you, they are massive. The sets are massive. I don't know how many pages are in them, kind of lost count at 30, but there's loads of pages, and they are crammed full of all these little pieces to make collage strips. So there's minty green, antique pink, turquoise, neutrals, baby pink, lavender, beautiful peeled painty coloured ones there, and some blue. And you get, all of this, you get these strips here as well, in all of the colours, just gorgeous. And you also get pictures that fit on the collage strips. Just fabulous. Really, really great. And you get these that fit on, and there's innumerable things. But what I intend to do now is show you how I make them. And to be honest, I very seldom do a video from somebody else. In fact, I can never think of a time actually where all I'm doing is copying what the original person did. Usually I give it my twist, I change something about it, but this video was so well done that there isn't really a thing that I want to change. So I'll link the video below so you can go and watch it if you want to. I'd very much like you to, because as I say, they seem really nice people. So I'll just put these away. Today, for this one, I'm going to be using the blue. I've had to look at new plastic supplies for this. I've got so many. And pop those to one side. So, I've cut myself some strips of paper. It's not card, it's thickish paper. The stuff that I use for everything. It's my workhorse paper. And I've cut these at 1 inch... let's see what I have cut them at. 1 3/4 inches actually, although the pieces are just a touch over 1.5 inches. And I didn't trust myself to measure that exact measurement, so I've cut them at 1 3/4 inches, and then I can tidy them up later. And what I'm going to use is, you've seen me use this before to get straight edges, but this is just the most perfect use for it. So you just lay your paper down and you'll see what I do in a minute. Now I'm going to sew around mine. I've made one already just to show you. And I've sewn around it. And I think it looks lovely when it's sewn around. This is quite a long one. You don't have to make yours quite so long if you don't want to. I just like the idea of being able to, select a region that I want and having to cut, having plenty to cut at. I like that. So let's get cracking with the packing. I might just do one strip in several colours. We'll see how it goes. Now, because I'm going to sew around mine, I'm just using my Crafter's Companion tape glue pen, and I'm just going to put some glue down the middle. This was what Renee from Which Craft Do You Do showed us to do, and I think it's a jolly good it's a good way of going on, like it. So here's my pieces. There's more than this is just what I looked at. So I'm just going to start from the bottom, and because we've got this straight edge, you can make sure that you butt it right up against it and stick it down, and off we go. I want a narrower piece. So it's really easy to butt up against there. I have this nice big piece, and it grows very quickly. It really, really does. Darker, mid-tone. Oh, that's a big piece. I don't want such a big piece. There's just dozens to choose from. As I say, I just got out a couple of bits. Let's put one more piece maybe. It's kind of addictive. Oh, there's a piece there that's got 3. Yeah, it is kind of addictive, I will say that. Just like jigsawing is addictive, isn't it? And then I'm going to cut this butterfly off, the blue one. Yeah, fortunately Mr. F helped me cut these out this morning. Otherwise, you know, I'd be there forever and a day. Because as I say, they're massive, massive kits. I don't think I've ever seen a kit that's bigger than this. Okay, we're doing all right. So there's different tones of the blue, which I really, really like. There we go. And you just keep going to the end. And because I'm going to sew it, I'm not worried about these bits that I haven't cut exactly square, because the zigzag will cover that. Is that going to fill all of that? Yeah, pretty much. There we are. So there we have it, and you can see that they're not all straight, they're just not. So I'll take that as being my least space and square it up with that, but I'll show you that well, no, I'll show you it now. I'll show you it now. And then we can move on to another colour, which is going to be green. Not that it's my favourite or anything, but it could be. So I'll just put these bits away in there. They do seem to come in different sizes, different widths, and I'm not sure if that's how they're supposed to come, or if I actually have, because I asked them to print full bleed, whether I've messed around with the sizes perhaps. But so I'll leave the green out, and I'll just pop that down and get my cutting board out, and I'm just going to get my Timmy ruler. I think will be perfect for this, and just square that up. So where's the least one? That looks pretty square to me. Let's just take that off with a craft knife, scalpel, rotary cutter, whatever you use. There we are. So that's got rid of all those edges. And you can see there's still a tiny bit there, but once I've sewn around that, you won't see that at all. Lovely. There we go. That's that one done. So I'm just going to clear up and get ready, and we'll do a green one next. So I've tidied up and sorted out my green ones, and I've got another strip of paper here, which I'm just going to put glue down the centre. It's a much underused tool in my craft room is my glue pen, glue tape thingy. I like it as well. It's clean and dry and your fingers don't get sticky. Right, so I love this green. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. So put it right up against the end and that corner, and then off we go. Simple as that. Some of the smaller ones I've kept two together because I think that's okay. I'll use this light coloured one. And now this really vibrant green. Oh, it looks so gorgeous already. Then I'm looking for a picture. So, got lots of pictures. Oh, those nice green birds are nice, aren't they? Oh, they're all lovely. I'm going to use those green birds because they look very green. So as you can see, there's photographs, flowers, lots of nice things. But this bird is calling out to me. These birds, I should say, it's two of them. There we go. So that's that. And then carry on with the plainer, smaller pieces. Just varying up the shades of the green, or whatever colour it is you're using. I'll put that bit there. So when you see the price of the kit and what you get for it, it's ridiculous actually how much you get. Quite like a piece that fits in all of there if I have a piece. Does that? No, not quite. What about this one? Too tall. Oh well, maybe we'll just... Oh, I know, I could use the green strips, which look to be there. Just for what, you know, just across. I quite like this text one. I quite like those flowers. Let's have them. They're nice. There we are. So I'm just going to cut this off. There. Yeah, that's nice. And then maybe this one will fit. Pretty much, yes. So there we are. There we have it. There's a green one done. It's just so easy. It's so easy. And if you want collage strips that are kind of different from everybody else's, this is the way forward, guys. I'm telling you. Easy peasy. Really, really nice. And different to everyone else's. Right, I'll tidy this lot up and we'll come back with another colour. Right, so this time I've selected this beautiful lilac purple colour. It's really pretty. But I hope you're getting to see that they're just quick to make and really fun. They really are. So it's the same method all the time. But somehow it never grows old. It's just fun. I don't know why. Those are the slightly wider ones. Yeah, I don't know why. Oh, I put that on the wrong way up. That's no good. Unfortunately, with that tape, it does peel off. Unless you've really pushed it down, then you've got trouble, but that just peeled off nicely there. That's a wider one, and that's a wider one, and that's a wider one. Let's put this in. Oh, there's a nice light coloured one. Let's go for that. And then I think I want something off the quite like this squarey sort of one. It's a bit different from the rest. And if you wanted to be super organised, you could have cut these as well. But we're all right. There we are. So just stick that down and then trim it off. And any excess will be picked up when we come to we'll make a very good job of sticking that down. When we come to straighten off the edge, we'll get that cleared up. So what do I want? I've got some paint chips. Let's put them down. Upside down again. I've got an upside down thing going on. Then back to our little strips. And then, well, I've got some butterflies. I'm going to use them. I absolutely am going to use them. Isn't this the thing with digital papers? You use it, you print it out, you can use it again. You know, with Timmy papers, I'm always so conscious about if I use that, then I won't have it anymore, obviously. Put that there, then our butterflies, then just carry on to the top. Or the end, whichever way you choose to look at it. Oh, I need something slightly wider than that. What about that? That's not bad, it's nearly there. Oh, it's very similar colour to that. This one, this is a nice dark one. Put that there. Okay, so that needs the edge straightening off as well, but you can see there's our lovely purple one. Oh, we're getting a nice lot of stuff. I'll just pause you. Okay, so this time I've looked at these gorgeous neutrals. They're really lovely. They've got a lovely warm tone to them. And I'll make this the last one that I do, because I think you've probably got the hang of it by now, despite the fact I'm having enormous fun doing this. But I think that's probably enough to show you. So what shall we start with? These, I mean, despite the fact that you can use these for what we're doing, making little collage strips, you can, of course, use each of them as a label or something to add to a collage that you're making. And I think they might be even more useful as that, because my Tim Holtz collage strips that I've got, I seem to always be cutting them up for bits that I want to go on a page. Or with these, they're already there, they're already cut up. What's that one and why is it lying that way? Don't know. I do want to include a photo on this strip, as I think that'll look quite nice. But I'll wait till we get up a little bit. That's a nice dark one there, let's have that. Yeah, so their use, although they are perfect, make perfect collage strips. So you get, lots of photos really, 4, 6 photos maybe. I'm going to use this guy. Pop him there. Like that. Yeah, he looks nice with all the neutrals, doesn't he? And then just a bit of something to fill in the top. What have I got? It's just a bit too tall, but I don't think it really matters. It's only marginal. So there we have it. There's our neutral collage strip as well. So let's put those away. Then we'll get those trimmed off and I'll get them sewn up. Put all those in the neutral box. So you can see the amount of stuff that comes. You could be making collage strips for your friends, your neighbours, your granny, anybody whose life you think would benefit by having a collage strip in it. And frankly, I think that's most people. But then again, I only know crafters. So let's trim these off and then I'll go and sew them and I'll come back and show you what they look like. You don't have to sew them. You absolutely don't have to sew them. It's just the lady on Witchcraft Do You Do showed what they looked like when they were sewn, and they looked so pretty. That and of course I sew in black, so everything in black, pretty much. Whereas, you know, you could sew them and use cream or blue or whatever colour you wanted. There we go. Oh, they look so fancy. Are you listening, Keong? They look so fancy. What else have we got to do? The neutral one that we've just done. So these are just a touch over 1.5. So I'm just gauging the gap to leave. Lovely. And the lavender coloured one. There we go. Job's a good one, as they say. Just cut that top off because it's just didn't go right to the top. There we are. Lovely. Excellent. So I'll sew around those and I'll see you in the near future. So I've sewn around those and you may notice that I've slipped another couple in. I couldn't stop myself. I did the teal one. And which other one did I do? Oh, the bright pink one. That's right. So there we have it. 8 really nice collage strips. They're quite long. They're about 11.5 inches long, something like that. So, you know, you can cut into them or whatever takes your fancy, really. They're just, if you fancy some collage strips that are different to everybody else's collage strips or the one everybody else is using, then do 2 things. Either pop over to Witchcraft Do You Do, buy the kits and make your own, and it's a joy. They're a joy to make. Or I'll be putting these up on my Ko-fi site for sale some stage in the very near future. So if you fancy buying them, that would be great. It's a good donation to the channel. So thanks very much for joining me this afternoon. I've had fun, hope you have. And look at the results, they're gorgeous. So I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.